As far as we know from this investigation, is Jeff Sessions a potential person of interest, that is even a potential target, or is this simply as a witness to other things?
Well, we don't actually know the answer to that, but there's no indication yet that he's a target of any kind. We know that the Mueller team has been interviewing a whole host of people, including basically almost anyone associated with the foreign policy team on Donald Trump's campaign. Sessions helped lead that team, so that's one element where there might have been a set of questions that would be relevant to things we already know that Mueller's been asking other people about. He also wrote a memo that was used as part of the justification for the firing of FBI Director Jim Comey. That would be another area of questioning that we know that Mueller's been looking into. So as far as we know, he was interviewed as a witness. It is entirely unclear whether it's anything beyond that. It's not clear that he actually took a criminal lawyer to the meeting, so maybe that's a sign that he thought that he's mostly there as a witness. But I think everyone's going to be trying to figure out now exactly where that is. Remember, this Mueller probe is going on. There's all kinds of different threads to it, and we've only seen little glimpses of at any one time of what he's actually looking at.
Republicans also want an investigation into this Russia investigation, whether or not it's tainted by FBI bias. Did we get anything from the Attorney General on this?
Well, obviously, there are various kinds of questions out there. The Republicans have had all kinds of attacks about where the FBI and Justice Departments are and elements of the probe. Sessions has started a handful of investigations and questions related to this. The Inspector General is looking into other things that have to do with the way the FBI and the Justice Department have handled some of the various probes that are out there. But there's no conclusions drawn. There's nothing else there that anyone's come up with yet.
So Kevin, finally, does the fact that he's reached up to the cabinet level indicate that maybe Mr. Mueller is well into his investigation? That is to say, it's coming to the end, because normally you only go up when you're toward the end.
That's a lot of that's the way this often is. There's obviously, we know that he's had a handful of conversations of high-level people. We know that, for instance, Jared Kushner, who is Trump's son-in-law and a top advisor, has been in with Mueller, but it was for a very narrow conversation. It wasn't a wide-ranging conversation, so it was as a witness to a particular set of things that he was interviewed about. Right. So we really don't know whether we're still at the very beginning or starting to wrap up near the end of this investigation.